all I did was turn off the software that I used to capture the game footage and turned it back on, and it seems to be better actually. What is Chantal what? Check on. No repeats. What does that fucking mean? When it's your turn, pick the name of a food. Of course, Chantal wants to play a game about food. Of course, pick the name of a food. The game ends if someone picks something that isn't a food. Yes, gay softball. Impressive. You're so real for that. Oh, I forgot that you can capture things. Okay, I don't know if that you should trust Amberlynn to help you. Goods or little twerks? Let's do goods. Guitar, soccer ball. We gotta give the soccer ball to Amberlynn.
Alright, hello my loves. I hope you've had a good couple weeks and are doing okay. I have just spent the better part of an hour trying to figure out what to watch while I knit. And then I realized I haven't even shown you what I'm knitting. So I am making the 9 p.m. tank. This is, I mean, I've got a lot of ends to weave in, but this is a made to measure tank top, basically, with double knitting finishes. And yeah, it's just a tank top right now. Well, it's just a tube right now. I don't have any straps or anything. I am just finishing, or just working on the finishing like hem detail of the body, and then I can soon cast that off. Hopefully today, we will see. And then I can get started on the double knit straps, and then weave everything in and block it. And I'm hoping to finish it this weekend, which will mean 2 weeks of knitting on this project, which I honestly think will be the fastest I've ever worked on a project ever in my, 1 year of knitting thus far. But yeah, I am making this in Knitting for Olive Merino in Blue Tit, which is a really stunning blue. I think it suits me really well, and it's not really a color I wear. I don't often wear color, although I am wearing green right now, but green and blue are my safe colors, and I think this is a really stunning shade of blue, and will I think it complements my skin tone and, you know, my features and whatever. I think it's in my color palette is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, my first ball of yarn took me from like here to here. Like, you see this, there is a smidge, a tiny little hole of where I joined the yarn, the two balls together. And yeah, it got me really far. So I am on my second ball of yarn, and I don't know if I'll finish it. I do have a third just in case I need it, but I think I'll be okay. This was my first time doing double knitting, so you can see the beginning is quite messy, as I was trying to figure out what I was doing, but then I got the hang of it. And then there is one part on the back where I like completely messed up and like knitted the purls and purled the knits. So there is this like weird bump line kind of in the middle of it, but yeah, I am not too fussed about it. Also my gauge is slightly different knitting flat to knitting in the round. It doesn't block out, which I've learned from the last tank top I made, but yeah, I think it's okay. I think that's the charm of a handmade knit, because my gauge isn't too off in comparison to in the round. So if I were to change my needle size, I don't think it would make it more even, because yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's the knit I'm working on. I did do the My Favorite Things camisole number 9 trick for a folded over hem, where you like bring in a contrasting thread and knit with that on the round that you're going to be binding off on. So that's why there is a white line at the bottom. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm hoping to finish the body bind off today, and start on the straps before my hospital appointments tomorrow, so that I can like be in the groove of double knitting the straps while at the hospital and sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting, because that's what these appointments are. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm very excited about it. Also, I do have an iced coffee. Thank you all for your tips. I think I have a recipe that I am satisfied with. And yeah, I'm listening to Kate Bush on tape. Love it. Having a grand old time. And yeah, I've really just like locked in on knitting the past 2 weeks. I feel like that's all I've done, which I know isn't true, but it just seems that way. I still have a lot to catch up on in my notebook. I have to do my Vancouver spreads still. It's been almost a month now since I've gotten back, and I still have some blank spreads. So I should probably work on that. But yeah, I really just want to knit. Oh, I do have some reading updates, actually. I finished The Myth of Sisyphus, and I don't have it here to show you because I gave it to my sister to read. And I actually really enjoyed it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was very dense, very academic, but I don't know what I was expecting. Like, I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, because it is philosophy. So yeah, I learned a lot. It's very much my philosophy of life, or the philosophy that I subscribe to, absurdism. And yeah, if you're interested in any of that, I would highly recommend it. And right now, give me 1 second. Right now, I am about halfway through Agua Viva. This is just like meditations and ramblings about life. And just like the quiet contemplations, I would say. There's really no plot to it. It's just intriguing prose. I was gonna say it's like beautiful prose, but Clarice Lispector has a way with words that is not typical in grammar. She uses atypical grammar a lot. Her word choices are very intentional, and this is the English translation. I think it's originally written in Portuguese, but I will correct it on screen if I am mistaken. But yeah, this is just like, oh, I'm exactly halfway. That's fun. I don't know, it's just really intriguing to kind of dip into someone else's mind, the inner workings of someone else's mind. I'm really enjoying it. I have been reading it, like I get to work about 20 minutes early before I can clock in. And so I like sit down and find myself reading this, and I've gotten halfway through with that. Oh, also while I'm waiting for the bus, I read. So that's kind of how I've been approaching my reading recently. Ever since getting back from Vancouver, I've kind of just been trying to fit it in the nooks and crannies of my day. I don't force myself to read when I'm not in the mood. When I'm staying home all day and I would rather be knitting, I let myself do that. I don't force myself to read. Although I should probably listen to an audiobook while I knit. That's a good idea. But yeah, that's kind of all my updates. But yeah, I just wanted to have a little yap. In all honesty, I wanted to check in and see how you were doing and let you know what I've been up to. I did refill my fountain pens, and maybe I have a strange way of filling them, but they never get all the way full. I'm still very new to fountain pens, and everything I've learned, I've kind of taught myself. So if you have any tips, I know I'm always asking for little tips and tricks on one thing or another, but if you have any tricks on filling a fountain pen, either the Lamy or the TWSBI or even my Quecco, so like the piston filling with the twisting it, and the like vacuum one where you just like pull it. I don't know if that makes any sense or if those are the right terms, but if you have any tips on getting them all the way full, please let me know, because that's something I'm struggling with. Okay, I think that's all for now. I'm probably going to put on an audiobook. I am listening to Orbital by Samantha Harvey. I'm not very far into it, maybe about 10%. So I have no thoughts, but I will update you, if not in this video, in the next video. So yeah.